This is Marloomz Creations, and today I'm going to show you how to make the fuzzies that I see on Instagram, but the one with the crazy hair. I know a lot of you have been asking me how I did that one, so if you have watched the other tutorial, it's just the regular circle, and today I'm going to show you how to make all that crazy hair. So you will need 32 of your main color, and you have a choice to use the same color to match as the body of the fuzzy for the hair. Today I'm not going to do that. I'm going to use purple for the main color, and then for the hair I'm going to use yellow. So just grab a bunch. I did not count it. I'm assuming it's about 32, I think, of purple, and for yellow I just grabbed a bunch. And the first thing you're going to do is place 2 pony beads and thread them onto a purple band or the main color of your fuzzy. And if you do not have pony beads, you can use a black band wrapped around 2 black bands and thread 2 black bands onto this single band. And let's begin. Grab your main color and place it from here to here, and here to here, and we're using double for the entire way, and here to here, I think, let me see, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the 5th goes in, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the 5th one, these are so waxy, the 5th one turns in. And the same on this side, you go down, again using double bands. And turn in on the 5th one. And then just go down the middle. Now you can use different colors. I just wanted to use a solid color to not get you guys confused. Now take a single band and twist it 3 times and place it on this peg to this peg, which is the 3rd one down on both sides. So it should be like that. And then you can grab your eye band and place it across. You can grab that top band and place it up like that. For the hair, first let's grab a single band, and remember to cap over here 3 times only. So you're taking a single and only wrapping it around that peg 3 times. Let's do the hair. Grab 3 or 4. I'm going to grab 4. That's 3, so let me grab another. And then do that again and place it on a separate peg, so grab 4 bands. Make sure that the bands you're using have good elasticity. If they're too tight, I don't suggest you using them. Now I'm going to show you why I'm doing this. So, you're going to grab the color that matches your fuzzy, which mine is purple. Take your hook, grab that single purple band, pull it through, and just create a slip knot. And this is how I came up with my thing 1 and thing 2's hair and animal. Now, a lot of people found animal difficult because of the step. So I am showing you because you guys wanted the tutorial for fuzzy, but I'm going to warn you, the more hair you add, the more difficult it's going to be to loop because it's a lot of bands. So you can just place 1 per peg, and that way it won't be so bad. Now, once you have done this step, what you do is you pick a peg, and take that single band and wrap it around only 3 times. If you do it 2 times, it's too loose. If you do it 4, it's too tight. And then that will become fuzzy hair. You can leave it like that once we loop, or you can take a scissor and you can cut it. If you don't want to do it that way, you can also take 3 yellow, and as you're looping up, you can place 3 yellow on here and then loop forward. This is important to pay attention though. If you're doing it this way, where you're just taking 3 bands and placing it, you cannot cut this ever, because we did not tie it around other bands, so it is not connected. If you loop it like this and you decide to cut it, all your bands are gonna get, they're gonna come off. So just remember, if you're doing it this way, do not cut your bands. If you do want the cut look, then do it this way. So let's continue to do the rest of the hair. So I take a single purple band and make a slip knot, and I will place that one on the top. Again, 1, 2, 3. And so you get the basic idea. You're going to do it on each peg. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're going to make 10 of those. So I'm going to pause the video and make the rest, and then when we come back, you should have placed all the hair on the pegs. Actually, take off that capping band because the hair goes on first. So take off that capping band and make all the little hairs and place them on each peg, even this one, and then when I return I will show you the next step. I made a couple over here, but I just wanted to remind you that when you're making the slip knot, you're not grabbing both bands. You're just going in and grabbing outside bands, pulling the purple band through, and creating a slip knot on just one side of the bands. And then once you've done that, you can take them off, and this is what it looks like. Let's move this out of the way, and I'm going to start placing them. So it's 1, 2, 3. See, this is the one that's going to get difficult when it's time to loop, because we have an I band, and then we're going to have this band. This is the part that's going to be tricky for you guys. So push these down, and then 1, 2, 3. One, 2, 3. Placing all of my Fuzzie's hair on, and yours should look like this. You don't need a capping band here because the band that was wrapped around 3 times serves as a capping. Grab a single band and place it from here to here in the shape of a triangle, and then on these 3. And now we can begin to loop. Take your hook and push back those 3 bands that belong to the set of yellow, and grab the first, make sure you're grabbing just the first 2, which should be, I think I'm grabbing 3. This is the part that just gets a little tricky. You can take your hook and go like that so that you see which one you're grabbing. So I'm just going to do that. Alright, so grab the first 2 and bring those forward. Now reach in and grab the next top 2. It does not matter if yours go to the left or right, as long as they do go to, as long as they belong to that set. And then grab the last and bring it here. And this is where it gets really tight. That's a lot of bands to go through. Take your hook, and if you want, you can push on it to release some of the tightness of the bands. Slowly grab the bottom 2 and slide it up. The same on this one. I'm going to loop upside down, sorry. Push back all these bands, grab the bottom 2, and slowly bring those up to the peg above. Bring these to that peg. Now for this one, if you want, you can grab the hair so it's out of your way in the while you're looping that set. Take your hook, you push back all these bands, only grabbing the bottom two. If it's tight for you, these are waxy and they have like a slippery feel to them actually, so mine are gliding. If yours are a little tight, you can place the loop on your finger, take your hook, put it in this peg, and see how I'm just sliding back and forth like that? That's going to release the bands, and that way that'll help you to not rip them. Then these go to that peg above. Same on this side, only grabbing the bottom two bands, slowly wiggling them to the peg above, and then reach here. Do not grab this eye band that's right here. Push that back and grab the bottom two and bring that forward. Now we are entering this peg. It's too much hair in the way. Could you imagine how my animal was? I had more hair attached. Push these back, grab the bottom two, and pull those to the peg above. And the same with this one, only grabbing the bottom two and pull to the peg above. Pull these to that top peg and reaching in for this one. Move the hair out of the way. Pull the bottom two, bring it to the middle peg, and pull these to that middle peg. And then take your hook and grab the color that matches your main color. Mine is purple. Pull it, and you're going to create a slip knot. You can either create a slip knot like this, or you can go through, pull on the hair bands and grab the other loop and pull it through, and then create the slip knot. And if your band just snapped, mine did not, but sometimes they do, it's okay. Just re-enter all those bands and place another slip knot. Now take your fuzzy off of the loom slowly using the back of your hook. And this is what mine looks like. You can leave him like this, or you can cut all of the strings. So I'm going to cut them. Remember, if you just place yellow bands on each peg and did not tie them, you cannot cut them. So I'm going to cut mine. Just go through each loop, pull up, and cut evenly. And that is how you can create the hairy fuzzy. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you like the hair to be a little shorter, if this is too long for you, you can pinch the tips of the hair and then just trim them, kind of like a haircut anyway. And just to give you that little tip. This is how you create the hairy fuzzy, and I hope you liked it, and please subscribe.